Donald Trump recently made some of the most dramatic statements on Gaza and the Middle East in years. He stood next to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and declared that Palestinians should leave Gaza, that Jordan and Egypt will take them in, and that the US will own Gaza. But why have Jordan and Egypt firmly rejected this? And what would Trump's Gaza plan mean for Palestinians, Israel, and the broader region? We explain. Trump said displaced Gazans should be resettled elsewhere. He insisted Jordan and Egypt would take them despite their refusals. He even questioned why Palestinians would want to return, calling Gaza a hell. Trump suggested America should take over Gaza and turn it into the Riviera of the Middle East. This mirrors Jared Kushner's past proposal to make Gaza prime real estate. When asked what owning Gaza means, Trump hinted at a long-term American role. Trump signed an executive order reviving maximum pressure on Iran. He redesignated Yemen's Houthis as a terrorist group. These ideas mark a huge shift from Trump's 2020 Peace to Prosperity plan, which, despite favoring Israel, still included a roadmap for a Palestinian state. Now, there's no mention of Palestinian sovereignty, just displacement and control. However, both nations strongly oppose any plan to resettle Gazans, and here's why. The government warned that any attempt to push Palestinians into Jordan would be a declaration of war. Jordan already hosts over 2 million Palestinian refugees. A large influx could destabilize the country politically and demographically. The rise of pro-Hamas voices in Jordan's recent elections has made the monarchy more cautious. Accepting Palestinians could embolden opposition movements, including remnants of the Muslim Brotherhood. President Sisi has cracked down hard on Islamists, and a move like this could fuel unrest. Egypt also fears that taking in Palestinians would weaken their right to return to their own land. In short, both nations see Trump's proposal as a direct threat to their stability. Arab nations are united against forced Palestinian resettlement. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Jordan, Egypt, and Qatar all rejected the idea. Trump's claims about Saudi-Israel ties are shaky. He suggested Riyadh no longer insists on a Palestinian state for normalization, but Saudi officials pushed back. The Iran factor is evolving. Even as Trump renews pressure, Gulf nations are improving ties with Iran. The UAE and Saudi Arabia have reopened trade and even military discussions with Tehran. This means Trump's new policies may face resistance not just from Palestinians but from the entire Arab world. Trump's latest moves could reshape the Middle East if they actually happen, but Egypt and Jordan are standing firm. Arab nations are growing closer to Iran, and the idea of America owning Gaza, that could spark a diplomatic firestorm. What happens next? Stay tuned for further updates on this story.